Hey there. So in this how-to, we're going to talk about making the registration process even more impactful to get your travelers to take the right next action. So we're going to start on the Update Trip Settings tab. We're going to immediately see that you can customize registration to be really personalized for your trip. So by default, the button's call to action is Express Interest. This can be really good if you're looking for registrations and you want to then convert them to deposits. And then you can see we've got two options here for the public trip registration prompt and the invited trip registration prompt. The difference is between the case where someone finds your trip because it's public and they're not known to you yet. They will be prompted by default to register below to get more info, get access to your tasks and payment options. Feel free to change that to make it more personal. If you have named the person under Manage People and sent an invite, they will be prompted to confirm their information because the information is already in the form and they don't have to enter it again. Feel free to change either of those. But now let's get to the meaty part of it. Down here we have the message that's emailed after registration and now also shown on the travel page until payment has been made. So let's take the simple default and change it to be something a bit more personal, where we thank them for expressing their interest and encourage them to take the next step to make the difference that we want them to make. And that is, of course, to pay the deposit within 7 days to lock in their spot. Give them a little sense of urgency with the time, and then make it personal with a signature from the actual group leader. So from here, we save our changes, and we can see what this would look like for an invited traveler. So we're going to take a look at what Jen would see with the View As feature. So here you can see your typical trip information, and when she clicks Express Interest, her information is already there. You can see she's being prompted to confirm her information, and she's really excited. So when she clicks Express Interest, she's going to be prompted with that message that we just entered before from Sam, really encouraging her to take the next step. From here, of course, the footer prompts to pay the deposit. The message continues to be here as well until she pays that deposit, which is hopefully right away. And then we can immediately select an option and confirm payment. Now we can also see this message as it was sent to Jen in her email when she registered. So here you can see the branding, the name of the trip, and again, that message that we customized. So that's the third spot where it appears. And then this button will be customized depending on whether or not a payment is required. And if not, it will actually drive them to complete their profile. So as always, I recommend you run through this process as a traveler, and then you can see exactly the kinds of messages that get generated at each stage, and you can make sure that the messages you want included fit perfectly into the flow. Good luck personalizing your trip. Can't wait to see more of them online.